Well, night one is a complete success. These lights came on with the sunset. So here's what the front of the house looks like in the night. And it typically either looks like this in the night or I leave the lights on all day and night. So there's the mystery phenomenon that happens in our house, and it might happen in yours too. Once this switch is flipped, it doesn't get flipped back. It stays in that position for sometimes days. And even when the lights are on, they're just not very bright. They don't light up the house. They don't light up the driveway very well. Everything is just really dim. And then the consequences, when it does get flipped back, we're so afraid of forgetting it again that it doesn't ever get turned on at night. So we never, ever have a consistent light at night on our front driveway. So we're gonna try to solve that. Here's the solution we've come up with. We have an LED wall light with a photo cell. And so this is what it looks like, right? It's just an LED light and there's no bulb necessarily right there. I think the LEDs are all up here up top. Fairly easy install. We're just going to unscrew this on the sides, get this wall plate all in, get the wiring all hooked up. That's what I love about doing these little lighting projects. Lighting makes such a difference in the house. And honestly, it's 3 wires and a couple screws. Screw it back in on the sides and we're done. After that, we just turn on the light switch, leave it on, and we're gonna see how this photo cell works. We're waiting till it warms up out of the single digits before we give this a shot. It's currently 4 below. Kind of a textured glass, some black kind of brushed oil rubbed bronze, maybe kind of metal on the outside. It is really well built. I like it. It feels good. Since we're working under such cold conditions today, we're gonna get as much of this ready to go before we get outside so that this goes quicker, because I don't want my fingers and my nose freezing while we're out there. And honestly, one of the reasons why we're doing this is because, we have so much darkness in the winter here, right? It's dark from like 5 p.m. till 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. So it's nice to have as much light out there for as long as possible. So yes, I would normally wait until it's warmer to do this, but I just feel like this is an urgent need for us for the most part, so we're gonna get this done quickly. So we've got our hot, our white, and we've got our ground. Those are the 3 wires that need to be put in. We've got, each one of these lights has a little baggie with the wire nuts and the long screws. So the long screws are gonna be for us to get it put to the wall, get the wires put through the middle, get them wired up, and then we'll put the screws in the sides for the full mount and we'll be done. So I'm hoping each one takes us 5 minutes. Is that being optimistic? 1 for each one of those, and we should be good to go. It's 2 degrees outside, so fortunately my nose hairs will freeze. So that should make it feel much better. So here we go. We're gonna take off the screw here and the screw on the other side, and then this should pop off. We'll get it unwired and we'll be ready to go. Man, that was nice and easy. Those screws came off and now I was able to expose my wires. So I've got black, white, and ground. We'll get those off and then this whole light assembly will come off. Then we'll unscrew this bracket and put the new brackets on. Man, and seconds later, we've got the new bracket up. So we're just gonna get the new light wired to it and then we'll screw it in on the sides and it'll be done. So all we need to do is really just shove these wires back inside the hole here, line it up, and get these screws in. 2. We'll just make it extra tight. And that's it. What do you think?
Now we only have to do it 2 more times.
How does it look?
Looks pretty good. My hands are cold.
Let me step back and take a look. Does it look straight? Ooh, that's all straight ice.
Yeah.
Does it look straight?
Pretty straight.
I think it looks okay. That really only took about 8 minutes.
2 people.
2 people. I just need an extra set of hands.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do the next one.
Okay.
All right, Andrew, I want you to pay attention because you're doing the next one.
What? Actually?
Yeah.
Okay. And there's light number 2. Looks pretty low from back here. Looks good.
Okay, listen. until the sun's out, hands out here for like more than 5 minutes get awfully cold. So let's warm up and then we'll do the last one. If there's anything that's super hard, it's when the wires are this cold. They do not want to bend back into that hole. And so the cold wires definitely added an extra element of difficulty. It's between cold wires and cold fingers. But we're 2 down, 1 to go. One thing we could have done with these lamps was to spray paint them, right? Spray painting does an amazing job at bringing things back to life. However, I was trying to solve 2 problems. Number 1, how ugly it was, but number 2, how much light and power and electricity, whatever you want to call it, that you waste by leaving this on or not turning it on. I just wanted to have something that was more efficient. So that's why we have new lights with a daylight sensor. I got a timer on, okay? It's 11:13. See how long this takes you.
No pressure.
No pressure. I'm not sure why speed matters to me, but it always seems to, huh? Those outdoor screws, they like rust in there. Just so much weather after 20 years.
It's stuck.
Yeah, so you're gonna wanna hold the light with your right hand as you do the next couple, just in case it falls. So hold it with one hand. There you go. Nice job. Okay. And now you just gotta do the ground. There you go. Nicely done. Okay, let me grab that from you. Okay.
Now I just need the bracket, and then I wire it up and screw it in.
Here's your bracket, and here's your screws. It doesn't matter which way, nope. As long as the flanges stick out towards you.
Yeah, so don't put it on this way.
Exactly, flip it, there you go. And then always make sure you get those screws out of your bag and in your hand before you put it up there. You just slipped on the ice.
Stop.
Sometimes there's only one way to learn.
Yep.
And it's when you make mistakes.
So I want...
The way I liked to do it was really easy, is I just got the wires through there, yep. And I started it with a finger tightening, right? Just get it like one turn in with the finger, and then you could use the drill and you finish it the rest of the way off. All right, now remember, when you're doing a project like this, don't forget to turn the power off. So we've turned the power back on now, and the finishing touch is we're gonna throw this light switch on, and if everything goes well, these lights are not on because it's daylight out. So here, let's find out. Oh, it's not on, and that one's not on either. So that's good. So let's check it out. Let's try. We've got a little cap here to block out the sun on the photo sensor. Is it a photo cell?
I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, me too. We're gonna put the cap on and check it out.
Turn the power on in there, right?
Yep, the power's on.
Which means when I put this cap on, the light should turn on.
Should turn on. It worked.
And there it is.
Nice. Perfect. 3 for 3. Well, night 1 is a complete success. These lights came on with the sunset. 3 for 3. Lights all came on with the light. And I gotta say, I'm super thrilled with how much light they actually put off. The driveway's pretty light. It doesn't shine light up and down on the house. It's really just down onto the driveway, but I actually like that. So I'd say these are a success so far. Well, that's it, guys. These lights are working. They turn on about a half hour after sunset, and they turn off about a half hour before sunrise. So far, so good. I'm pretty happy with them. One real downfall I can see with these types of lights is that they don't have a replaceable light bulb. So when these go out, when the light burns out, which is eventually gonna happen, you have to replace the whole light. And I have pretty mixed emotions about that. In fact, I'm really not looking forward to it. They do install fairly easily, so not a big deal, but a pretty expensive fix when the light bulb goes out. So anyway, there you have it, guys. Pretty easy fix, easy upgrade for your house. Andrew was able to do it with me. It really just took a matter of minutes. So hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys next time.